we're spending a day driving around in circles as we investigate if D mode, B mode, or D eco and B eco make any difference to Leafy Leaf's range.
This is Max Regen. Why are you watching those two idiots?
Right. In the continuing saga of the range test with various different modes known to man, pretending to know what we're doing,
Yes.
think of it as a real-world test to find out whether the manufacturers have come up with a really good idea or whether they're just lying to us. I'm not sure. So, previously we have driven around our little circuit in the Kent, Surrey. Is there a bit of Sussex in there as well?
I think it's probably just Surrey and Kent, to be honest.
Maybe we've missed Sussex. But we're driving around in a little circle. It's about 38 miles-ish and takes about an hour. We've done it in D mode, which is drive. We've done it in B mode, which is brake regeneration mode.
Something like that.
And so now we're into drive eco mode.
Now I've got a much softer pedal.
Right.
My throttle's gone limp.
I'm sure you can see a doctor about that, sir.
Matron, please, I'm not that kind of doctor.
Yes.
So there's the first change anyway. We've noticed that the driver is experiencing
Limp throttle mode.
things have gone a bit limp on the driver's side.
Yes. And it may rain because it's been threatening and it's got much darker now.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what we're doing this time, this loop round. But just as an aside, what happened when we got to the point, when we arrived an hour or so ago?
When we arrived, as you will have seen in the previous lap, when we arrived, I thought we'd been iced because there was a large grey van parked in the ecotricity bay where we wanted to be.
Mainly because we wanted to be on what was the free
vend. It turns out that, well, I suppose technically, yes, we had been iced because it was an internal combustion engine van.
It was.
But it belonged to Ecotricity. And we had a very nice chat with the lady who was driving said van. And she's one of the members of the team that goes around and looks after the boxes and or looks after the pumps and fixes them and gives them tender loving care to make sure they work.
She gave us some interesting information. Just a quick couple of snippets was that there are only, I thought, 350 charging units.
Yeah.
Rapid charging units. Now I thought there was more than that, but anyway, 350, and there are 4 of them in vans. And she said, the Premier Inn is my friend. So I think she only goes home at the weekends.
Yeah.
But she has to carry a lot of equipment. But yeah, anyway, for now, we're approaching the A22 yet again. This is the third time round. And we'll see, when we do the loop again, what we end up with when we get back to back to Clackett Lane.
Mark, the founder of the Northwest England EV Owners.
Northwest
England, yes.
Oh, we haven't.
I'm really quite concerned that we've actually started harassing people that far north.
Really? I thought so Watford Gap was about as far as we went.
I was surprised that we actually got north of Bromley, but which is where I am. But Mark, the founder of the Northwest, I haven't got around to taping that yet. He left a message on our Max Chat video, which I think was episode 14, regarding charging etiquette.
Oh, nice.
And so you'd said that you would like to leave your phone number on display on the dashboard.
Yeah.
And I said that was a mad idea because you'd get lots of drunks. Mark has left a message. Hello, Mark. Thank you for watching. He always leaves a courtesy card on his dashboard when he's publicly charging. And so far, he's never had any morons ring his number yet. And he's happy to leave his number in the car.
Has he had anybody ring?
Mark, can you tell us whether anybody's ever phoned you to say, how long are you going to be? Or Are you going to move your car soon? I need to charge.
Yeah.
Possibly not like that.
By the way, I don't know whether I don't know whether there's any value in talking about insurance for electric cars. Only that I've experienced this week. My insurance has come to be renewed, and I've got, because I have two cars. My wife has a Kia Picanto, it's the little 1300 Kia. We used Admiral for the first time last year and got a good deal on two cars. So a lot of people said you must try Plug Insure. So I did ring Plug Insure and got a better quote than the current one that Admiral were offering. But when I rang Admiral, they also do house insurance. So the bundle of house insurance and two car insurance put it lower than I could get it with Plug Insure if I split the cars separately. So yeah, I was quite surprised. I think I've got a really good deal with Admiral. What's everyone else's experience about insuring these cars, electric cars? And why does the insurer, why would they charge you more? Because this has got to be cheaper to fix in the event of an accident, surely, because it's got less bits. Anyway, discuss.
Below.
Yeah.
We were talking about the batteries in JB's car, and just recently, possibly because we've been abusing it so much, it doesn't go as far as it used to, does it?
No.
And apparently you've been following some power electronics blog
On YouTube?
on YouTube, which funnily enough is where you're possibly watching us now. But this isn't an excuse to go and look at somebody else. To stay with
We'll
us.
put the link in above, which will be above you, Dave. Do you want to point to it?
So that's the Power Electronics blog, and is the guy's company called Muxsan?
I think
Muxsan.
I think the initial thing was he took his own 2011 Leaf and wanted to extend the range, so he added extra batteries. But he seems to be doing quite a lot of these now, and obviously the company, by the look of it, is dedicated to rescuing these old Leafs. And I love the idea. I mean, if this is decreasing, if 78 is all I'm going to get now, still I'm going to use it for long trips, still use it all the time, and it'd be my primary car. That's not going to change. But yeah, he showed his Leaf with 390 kilometres of range. Now, that was with a replaced pack underneath the car, which is obviously where the main pack lives, plus additional stuff in the boot, taking up the boot space. And one of the best things about this car is the huge boot. We've got loads of kit in there at the moment, so that's not so great. But the last video I watched seemed to be that he can now fit and make it work the 40 kilowatt pack that fits to the later model. Now, obviously there's battery management systems to resolve, there's wiring, specific connectivity, but I tell you what, if the price comes down, I'd certainly sign up for one of them when this battery becomes unusable, or the mileage is so small that it is unusable. A 40 kilowatt battery in this would give it 160 miles, something like that, of usable range.
But what would Nissan do at that point? Would they have a sense of humour, failure?
Well, they can't be that amused by it, can they? But how many can he do? I don't know how many Leafs have been sold.
Well, where does he
Quarter of a
get
million?
where does he get the battery pack from?
I don't know.
Is it something he just found lying around?
No, I mean, I assume the battery pack that is in this car or can be used in this car is of a type. They're only small cells batched together. Anyway, these are all good questions. I mean, if I had the money, and down the line maybe something like this will happen. Maybe it's not this particular gentleman, who is obviously in Holland and he is doing good business, and he deserves to if he's done all the R&D to get it to work in these cars. But there must be others. Anybody know of any others that are doing battery replacements for these? I would imagine I appeal to a lot of Leaf owners who would love to keep these things going, because essentially it's a really nice car. I mean, take away from the fact that it's electric and it's quiet, it is comfortable, it has got a lot of space in it, it's a great all-round car. Give it 300 miles, 200 miles range, job done to me. That would be absolutely perfect. So I'm following him closely to see what he's doing next, but it's fascinating. Yeah, great. He's had to resolve problems with rapid charging and slow charging, so it still does all the things that the original Leaf would do. Obviously they've got to be fixed. You've got to be able to rapid charge it, and the battery management system has got to understand the battery, and the GOM has got to work. Now, are we turning on to the
We are
21?
now turning onto the A21.
Oh, so we're not going to be long before we're back at base.
Oh.
So there you go, guys. Muxan, the Dutch company, replacement batteries for the Leaf. Going to watch that very carefully, because I think in 2 years' time, when maybe this has really started to struggle on range, that may be a good option. Don't buy a new one. Fix this. There's nothing wrong with it.
Here we are, still on the M25. Well, back on the M25.
Trip number 3.
Trip number 3 in D Eco mode.
Yep.
If you've just joined us, where have you been?
Yes.
We've already done this 3 times.
Yeah, we've got another one to go.
I've spent most of this journey reading a 48-page PDF file about your Leaf Spy Pro software,
Yeah.
which is the thing that gives us an idea of what the brain of the car is thinking about. So yeah.
So Dave now knows how to set the internal light timing down to a different...
I can change the internal lights, and more importantly, we've discovered there's a way of controlling the sound inside the car from a speaker in the dashboard.
Yes.
And apparently there's one under the bonnet which controls the noises on the outside.
Yes. And it even does something in reverse as well, doesn't it?
Yes, apparently it beeps when you go into reverse to stop you running over pedestrians or people with sandwiches.
But anyway, here we are back at the lane of the Clacket. Oh, look at that. Renault 16.
Good grief. There's
On a
piece.
71 plate.
That's
That's a rare beastie.
it's a 16 TS.
Oh, funky one.
And
We can get on the same one here.
still nobody charging. What we should have done was sort of left something to a sign that we would have known if anybody else used it while we were gone.
We'll be back.
But
Okay.
right, so we're back here.
This time it says 38 miles travelled.
And allegedly 36 miles
of
to
range.
go. Yeah.
Okay, big shot of coffee,
Coffee
A
required. Costa.
and then charge it again till the pump says it's finished, and do one more loop.
Yeah.
Right,
Excellent.
here we go.
See you in a mo.
We've managed to navigate round in a circle 3 times. Join us next time when we'll do it one last time and hopefully come to a conclusion, all in the name of science. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And when you subscribe, click on that little bell icon so you know when we upload new content. And you can always drop us an email to hello@maxregen.co.uk. Till next time, bye bye.